Okay, we're going to talk about reflections. And gee, we see them all the time in the real world. We see, whenever we look in a mirror, we see ourselves looking back, and there's a reflection, and it's exactly ourselves. So we're the same shape and the same size, and we'd say that we're congruent. Well, look, if you had a bird like this, and you caused that bird to reflect in what's called this line here, a vertical axis, it'd just flip over here onto the other side, exactly the same bird. You guys all know what a reflection looks like. That's what it looks like. Hey, there's something interesting. The distance you are away from the mirror to any point is exactly the same in a reflection. So this is a reflection in the vertical axis here. And just like a translation, a reflection changes the position, but not the shape or size of the object. And this, hey, you could have reflecting like this. Hey, if this was water, you look down, you see a reflection in the water sometimes. That's reflection in the horizontal axis. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now, we're going to reflect points to start with. And then what you do is, if we have a point here at 3 and 6, and we'd like to reflect it in the x-axis. Okay, so what would we do? What would we do to reflect it in the x-axis? Well, instead of 3 and 6, we'd make it 3 and minus 6, and that would cause it to reflect, to jump over down here across the x-axis. If we said reflect it in the y-axis, instead of 3 and 6, we'd make it minus 3 and 6, and it would jump over here on the other side of the y line. What do you notice about the coordinates of A and A prime? Well, this one's 6, this one's minus 6. The y coordinate has gone from a positive to a negative. That's what causes reflection in the x-axis. And if you want reflection in the y-axis, the big deal is the x value has gone from positive to negative. The x value has changed signs, and that's the deal. That's what's going on. Let's take a look at it here. It's really good to come up with a general rule. So if you have any point, A and B, if you want to reflect it in the x-axis, all you do is make B negative. Change the sign of it. Make the y coordinate, and from whatever it is, take the negative of it. If it's negative, it'll become positive. And if you want to reflect about the y-axis, all you do is take the x coordinate and make it negative. Change the sign, and then you'll get reflection. That's the general rule. We sometimes call this a map. That's how you reflect points. Now you're going to get some questions now in class. They're going to look like this, exercise 1. So good luck with them. We'll do shapes next.